Hello everybody, and today hopefully I'm going to be showing you a quick Minecraft tour of my single player world. Now, I'm not quite sure how well this is going to go. This is my first attempt with live commentary and using fraps, but we'll see how it goes. Now unfortunately and annoyingly I can't put this into full screen because it seems to freeze, probably because of fraps, but and I've gone and brought it in at the middle of the night, I'm assuming. So let's have a look and just see what time it is. I haven't got a clock. Great. But yeah, so here we are. This is my sort of staging area. This is my basically this is where I've got all my stuff. The reason I've created a lava corridor is because when Notch announced that he was going to be eliminating torches as permanent features and making it a lot harder to have light, I was basically experimenting with ways in which to get light into my building. So not really sure where to start. Got myself some fire pit and my portal room, and basically some more chests full of dirt and stone and stuff, just so that I've got access to everything I need. And every room, every house needs to have a hot tub. So nice little hot tub with lava keeping it warm. Yeah, as it would. So within my world, within my area, I've got myself a nice hydroponics area. I had nice loads and loads and loads and loads of wheat, and unfortunately I set this up before bone was added into the game, of bone meal, to make the growing crops a million times easier. So I created a situation where I had huge amounts of crops growing at once, so that I'd always have creeper. Not going well. It's just what you want when you're trying to do a commentary in your house, is for the game to announce that it's not quite light enough over here and put a creeper in for you. So a lot of the different areas of my house and my world are interlinked, because obviously as I've expanded and as I've dug things through and as I've created more and more and mined more and more, I've obviously opened up a lot of different areas. So to demonstrate this, I've got myself a lookup tower, basically a beacon tower, that I'll go up to in a minute, and then I've got a long ass corridor down here. Now I've created a mine system very deep down into the world, and I've got myself two basically express trips. This is a very, very long automated rail system that goes to my house, so this is an underground access to that, so I can stay safe all the way there. I'll just see if I can turn off the fogging and see if I can see how far along I can see. No, it's not going to do it very well. It's annoying. Anyway, it's very, very long, but we'll have a look at the house later. And I've created a couple of these, so this is an example. I'll use the short one. So quick transport, buff falling down into water, and then if I really wanted to, I can go all the way on to the bottom of my huge mine, which goes all the way to the bedrock. So I've done a lot of mining, a lot of this sort of strip style mining, where basically I've just created huge chasms of rock taken away. So a lot of the structures you'll see that I've built legitimately. It's only the occasional situation where I've gone, I really want X amount of material to that I've used like an inventory editor. So when I've been doing, as you'll see as we carry on around, when I did my my pyramid, I didn't really have enough light stone from the nether to do what I wanted to do, so I had to inventory a few blocks of that in there. So now that it's lightened up a bit, we'll go up in the tower, I think, actually. Trying to work out and trying to pick my route while doing this live. It's going to go well, I'm sure. Lots of doors, because as you've seen, creepers will spawn anywhere and everywhere. So this is, as you may have guessed from the sign, this is my tower, or staircase up to my tower. So this is one of the first things I built. This is one of the, not the first things, but this is one of the tower itself. Not this staircase took forever, but this area is leading up to my my tower, where I can basically, it's basically a beacon, so that I can see it from far away. So it's still not quite there yet. So we'll go all the way to the top, and there won't be a fire here anymore because he's changed the way in which materials burn, annoyingly, so that it means that I can't quite do as a whisk. Now there you go. That's my that's my opencast mine area over there. We'll have a look at that in a minute. And you can see I've started to write GPMB in the wall because I'm hardcore. Scanning around, that's the outside area of mine where I just was, where I was just staging, you know, the basically the start area. And then, as everybody needs, I've got myself a nice runway with an airport that was built 100% legit with the stone that I mined out of the ground and out of my mine that's over there. Even got a control tower and an airplane. Little nice snow biome going on over there. So they've got a pyramid there, and then you'll see something just appearing in the background behind it, but we'll get to that. I'm going to have a look at that in a minute. So the aspects of Minecraft that I do enjoy, there can be some moments when I have creative inspiration and I want to do something crazy and ridiculous, like you've seen with some of these scenarios, but more often than not I just like exploring and digging tunnels and basically get myself into trouble and hopefully not dying as often as I have. So I've collected a lot of resources and I've created a huge world, which is yeah, you will probably don't do it. So just get myself back in. Okay, I've used a lot of these quick transports, like these situations where I can just zoom around quickly and just show you the depth of my world. I'm sprinting back out again just so that I can get back to the staging area. Got plenty of resources. I don't have any problems with creating any of the resources that I've created, but for now I'm just sort of rushing around just to show off. I'll probably fast forward some of these bits on the video just so that I get to certain places and a bit quicker. So before I created my indoor hydroponics area, I had an outdoor greenhouse where I was growing my wheat, but since obviously moved it all indoors. Oops, they're dying out. That was silly. So this is a natural cave that existed next to my spawn that I've built a staircase down into and a minecart system that I don't really use, but that's because I started doing this over here. And what this is basically a massive square that I started at the top of a mountain and just started basically just cutting down, cutting out, and cutting into the mountain. The purpose of just digging up, digging into, and digging out. Found a dungeon over there as well, so I created a lava auto killing system. Encased it entirely in glass, so during the day it's all empty, and then basically if I want to I can just release the lava and kill everything that's inside. And this is where I did my experimenting with lava as a light source as well. So see, I have many attempts, basically just creating a large amount of light without using torches, so that if torches do get turned off and lanterns or whatever replaces them becomes extremely difficult to get hold of, I've got alternative options with the old lava system. But that goes almost all the way down to the bed. I'm not finished using that yet. Every time I need resources, anytime I need cobblestone or stone, I obviously head down into there and keep mining it out, keep digging it out. I don't know what I'm going to do with that when I'm finished with it. And this is a nice little fish tank. I don't think there's any squids in here today. It's annoying. Just because I can, no other reason. So yeah, that's the edge of my massive pit that I've dug in and dug up to. Now there was a huge ring of fire on the top of here to stop any monsters that spawn up there from walking in. But again, because of the removal of the ability to use wood blocks, I've got to get up there with my nether rock and sort it out. So from when we were up high, this is the nice checkerboard path to my temple, my pyramid, with my lovely lampposts made with lightstone and posts. So this is a cobblestone and sandstone, which was recently added path that I created, so I could bring you to my glorious pyramid. So once again, checkerboard is a must for me. It's quite an easy, quite nice little way to create a pattern. We'll just go to the outside the pyramid first, so I can see what else is going on in my world. So behind the pyramid is this particular dome here. Now this is made from iron and lapis luris, whatever it is, and although I did have probably the first 2 layers legit, when I finished the first 2 layers and decided I was going to keep this pattern, I was never going to collect this much iron. So the outside unfortunately is inventory edited, but all the cobblestone and stuff like inside is all legit. And all this area here, this has all been cleared out to accommodate this. Now this wasn't originally the design that I was going to use. I changed for this after I started using a circle, which I'll show you where I got initially. Originally it was going to be from there all the way down to there, basically a big massive square. And what this is my my mob spawner. This is my mob trap, so I can farm resources. I'm sure many Minecraft veterans know what a mob spawner is, but for those of you that don't and are still unsure about Minecraft and maybe never seen it before, basically you have a number of different bad guys in the game, and when you kill them you get different special items. So spiders give you string, skeletons for some strange reason, skeletons give you bones and arrows, and zombies for some strange reason give you feathers, and then creepers, which is that one I killed downstairs, that gives you gunpowder. As you can see here, I've got huge amounts of resources currently floating out from my trap, where all of my all of the monsters that spawn inside that tower, because it's daytime, they will obviously come down into that particular drowning trap and drown, and then all their resources pour away, follow the little path down to this collection point over here. And again, for those of you that don't realise it, the reason the collection point has to be so far away is because if you're close to the spawner, enemies don't spawn nearby. So I think this is a chest of all my resources. So this was the first time I used it for about 10 minutes. So it's quite an effective mob trap, considering it's much smaller and not completely surrounding me like a high functioning one is. But mine kills spiders and skeletons and everything, so it's slightly more effective for gathering all resources, and that's why I wanted it. I don't need a massive one to get me 40,000 items an hour. That's just ridiculous. Just every now and again to help me get a couple of packs of gunpowder, basically for dynamite and some free arrows. So for those of you that were observing it, in the back corner over here, I've got a nice little house. Now, this whole area here, I've mined with, basically I exploded with TNT that I've recorded, and hopefully I'm going to put that up as a video in the future, just showing the extent of that disappearing all at once. And it's getting dark now, so I need to get a pedal on to get across to my house. So once I found clay for the first time, obviously I realised I could build bricks and then build a house. So I've built an actual brick house. That's a random lamppost because I was experimenting with the whole post system. So this is my nice little house in the middle of nowhere, built for comfort. Once again, the fire's gone out because of the whole can't use wood scenario. I've got like bookshelves, photos, kitchen, side cooker area, creeper on the wall just to freak me out every time I go near it, and obviously upstairs is a bedroom. But this is the last thing I want to show you. This is my middle of nowhere dome. Now it's incomplete at the moment. This is a project I'm currently working on. The glass is all legit, and the lapis lazuli around the edges left over from when I built my mob spawner. But basically it's a nice legit dome in the water. I'm going to flatten it off. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it once it's complete, but I'm going to flatten off the bottom and then build something inside there, something interesting inside there, and then hopefully build an entire underwater path. So clear this area right here and then build a path in underwater. Okay guys, as I go off upstairs to bed, I'll leave you there staring out into my garden. I hope you enjoyed this video. I might put some more Minecraft videos up in future.